Welcome, good evening to Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Not the final edition for net, not the final one, because we are more like a breaking news edition. In the last few minutes, I've seen some news making round, something that you need an explainer to. And of course, here was on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. I had a winning the amount the best in terms of analysis, and you're most consistent as well. Our analysis, our on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. And of course, that's why I've come to you. Still, if you've not picked up any of those codes, to make sure say nobody made the review on the bet area, then of course in the description of the video below, there are lots of the codes. One of four of them. One of them are just purely Champions League games. Nakokofa codes and Nakucha Nedi Crash on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Again, someone subscribe to the channel and subscribe, turn your notification. In the notification, turn on the show. Choose all. Send me a video because so come on. The amount I see on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Bring your part of the major stories. But it's something I care about. And the story of Nemanja Matic and Andre Onana. And of course, Namia had much and there's Europa League Conference League games now. Now, Man United have been drawn to play against Olympic Lyon, where Abrante friend Nemanja Matic plays for. Now, we'll be on him Nemanja Biatu to tell you, say, Nemanja had played for Manchester United at some point in time in his career under Jose Mourinho. And Nemanja Matic had played at Chelsea before, winning a lot of things under Jose Mourinho career. Now, Jose Mourinho echo Manchester United or the call because, of course, that time will be DM or what, bit my outlet to bit my mama. Now, Andre Onana, Eddie Gomaka before the game. And I'll catch interviewers in the conversation before some match, they say, Andre Onana, Manchester United are way better than Lyon. Say the born and say the 20 year body there. Oh, who they sell Lyon for better than them? United for more than watching Lyon for. And then the Manda Magic the honestly post match press conference for the gamer. Journalists are catching say Andre Onana I say Manchester United are better than him. If we need Nemanja Matic or say if he had come from a better goalkeeper, maybe it would have affected me. But if it's coming from the worst goalkeeper in the history of Manchester United, then it's not going to affect him. Of course, Andre Onana, who's Etis Asim, the one so cry, and Nemanja Matic essentially showing say as a player. He had studied under Jose Mourinho, and we used to say Jose Mourinho, Niemana Oyero, the antics, the interviews, how we take his swipes at people. Andre Onana took to his Twitter, and of course said, I say I would never be disrespectful to another club. We know that tomorrow will be a difficult game against a strong opponent. We focus on preparing a performance to make our fans proud. At least I've lifted trophies with the greatest club in the world. Some can't say same. Of course, Andre Onana said, Nemanja Matic, Chelsea so there, and they're the greatest club in the world. Now I know Andre Onana, he has lifted trophies with the greatest club who we are, which Manchester United. Now I don't know, and yes, he are not disrespecting Lyon for he is right now among a lot of respect. As you see, I think focus on say all deliver the best set of performance for team and friend Manchester United. Maybe also come on, and they Man United for Nintendo, and I'll know a Blantier friend Andre Onana for them, and not to worry about I'll know a Blantier friend Nemanja Matic and Hano Kra. No, he's focusing on everything that has to do with Manchester United when it comes on into the next set of games on Babylon and it started to Olympic Lyon. It has set the tone to start Olympic Lyon conversation. And to be reading the full transcript of Matic Kaya. Or say when you are one of the worst goalkeepers in Man United's history, you need to take care of what you're talking about. If it was Van der Sar, Schmeichel, or De Gea saying that, okay, but Onana, he is one of the worst. Wow. I mean, to say this to a fellow player there, that is really wild power from a branch your friend Nemanja Matic. And then it has been clear that Chelsea for in the last few weeks, we are hearing said there have been a serious tussle for a branch your friend Delap. My baby Churchill said Chelsea for now say they need a centre forward. they don't just need a center forward, but we need a center forward with experience who can do the job and they are more our boxing. And all of us, Ejitu say Chelsea or center forward or yeah, bullish, aggressive center forward. And can maybe by now can top 4 conversation can Chelsea for maybe. But because there haven't been the presence of a center forward in Chelsea team, they have been struggling. Now one of the center forwards at Chelsea and I have been earmarked to the language for the longest time. I have been Liam Delap. Now I can't say on the list of the pecking order, and Osimhen and I been Liam Delap. For me, I think Liam Delap should be the second choice player to Abrantia Feno, Victor Osimhen. But Liam Delap is a very good player. The reason why a lot of people ain't money credit for as a player, no, it's because of boy Nankasani Day or your English boy. 2, people think so, Obama just switched down on Nyande, but every striker had the club where they were beginning to go. And for a boy the age of 12 goals, Liam Delap your top player. And that's why for me, Makani several times say, at this point in time in the season at Chelsea, there is no point to go to another left winger. Allow Nicholas Jackson to be the left winger. Mihailo Mudryk with a lot of potential. By next season, I'm sure he would have retained. Then so or retain, you would get a bunch of Nicholas Jackson over there with Mihailo Mudryk. You can even add Jadon Sancho if you want to keep him as one of the left wingers. Then you buy a bunch of Victor Osimhen and a bunch of Liam Delap as the 2 center forwards for Chelsea Football Club. And also even the numbers of Victor Osimhen this season and chain Liam Delap baby. Liam Delap Eboma Ipswich relegation threatened side, but 12 goals and or a player consistently, actively or changing the status quo. So actually Liam Delap almost every time. So Boneboa, he tries to force the issue, tries to play well, try to run the channels, and on my center backs now a lot of headache. Inti sa Obo offensive Victor Osimhen 60 minutes. Now ABR still win your goal. Now imagine Saka 30 minutes. Now you are bringing on a branch of friend Liam Delap. It makes a lot of changes. There was a time our Chelsea Football Club now almost switch it between Didier Drogba and their branch here, your friend Diego Costa. I mean, 2 players that were absolutely so much of a handful. I mean, for teams that are not only it's difficult to deal with them, and that's exactly what Abrantia friend Liam Delap and Victor Osimhen give to Chelsea if they're able to get them. And then what we are hearing, they say now actually Liam Delap contract say at this point in time in April it is going to be public, and I said it will go public to let everybody know that Liam Delap the release clause, especially say Ipswich for the call loan. What and then Fabrizio Romano and catching and say Liam Delap the release clause no say Ipswich for the call loan. And yeah, it is clear over there. Say it is going to be £30 million per £30 million for Liam Delap. Chelsea should buy Liam Delap first, and then go and focus on the Osimhen deal, and then later on find and see our center back no the account and maybe other players on the show with team now, and you're really important over there for Liam Delap. Born very important player. Good player as a channel runner, and 30 million there. I mean, in any market, say who top player for just 30 million? Wow. Hey, Papa, because in say any market we are you go boy. So to be top player for just 30 million now. Let's just say you are getting it for cheap. I mean, a player especially of the quality of Ipswich Town, of Liam Delap, of Ipswich Town, anyhow much of an improvement it will be as a box occupier in opposing box now for Chelsea Football Club. That is so much going to be an important addition to Chelsea for, and CCA never caught offside are reporting. Center Red Devils are reporting that the little thing about Liam Delap conversation on they say and share it, and I caught offside for us reporting as a Chelsea for have also contacted team and friend Real Madrid said in the summer I want my left wing honorable. Rodrigo Gosh will be with more goals consistently. He has a Chelsea for one of the biggest issues with their team, and it's a wingers can't seem to give them goals consistently. The goals aren't coming from Jadon Sancho, the goals aren't coming from Noni Madueke, the goals aren't coming from any of our players now on our wings, and it's affecting them. What they want is to get goals and get goals consistently. A bit more center forward, and one of the three players at Chelsea are here market away from Inaki, Nico Williams, and Jamie Beyond Guillotines now. And Brantia, your friend Rodrigo Goes, and the actually said Madrid for said Rodrigo Goes your massa. And yeah, wow, and y'all feel in that conversation, but open Rodrigo Goes here 120 million flat. 120 million. I don't know, you can be bringing out in a hole, and then me quite back of his car, and a scanner crowd bank, and a scanner fin and make up contact him. Yeah, so pay what you go is 120 million cash na hand, money na ground, cash na hand, back na ground. Now they are back. No one to play an article. And Chelsea for say, oh, what you know. But the thing is that Salah Delap deal now. I'm about to about say 30 million pounds per over there. I say among teams to be brilliant, so especially Manchester United. Who say United over Barca with Rasmus Hojlund and Brentford and Joshua Zexin. Now a Canova was had two players accumulating over 120 million. Rasmus Hojlund was around 70 million. Joshua Zexin about 40 to 50 million. Okaboma, they are going towards 120 million. A Canova was had two players winning. This whole week there has been a tussle. Our friend Liam Delap Papa, no matter chen is a yak, Obano, G2, your team and Shedan Kui, but we are rebuilding. Manchester United here, and the biggest club in who we are saying. It's Liam Delap and dog Chelsea for number Manchester United, not under Ruben Amorim. On your point of view of the attack, on the center forward, no long boss number, one running channels, no one would play, no sense to attacking box number you goals. Now, don't forget to Chelsea. We are rebuilding Manchester United. Now, Obahadia, there is a lot of higher ceiling over there because Chelsea want to crown. You have to say Chelsea for the crown for Victor Osimhen and a bench of Nicolas Jackson. So, Obana corner, the game time it will reduce you. And you see, there have been a huge tussle. Away from Sadio Mane, Chelsea for pushed in, they ask questions. Almost beside some, almost catch Manchester United for to say Derby. Almost catch Ipswich Town for to say Derby. Almost a friend is saying, what's the name? Ipswich, Chelsea for almost they believe in a branch your friend Liam Delap. Now Liam Delap ever become one team the almost Liam Delap, they are going to be able to do the job. They will play well, they will get a job done over 90. Almost sure man. Almost making sure say a branch your friend Liam Delap almost find them now. Chelsea for us almost pedal. Now Victor Osimhen background now on Liam Delap. And Victor Osimhen will compete for the number one center for exports. So, the Nicolas Jackson here, over born from the left wing, until Liam Delap should accept. So, Baba Bobo be and the Ama team, your friend of Chelsea Football Club, and my name is now Castle, and I Chelsea crown competitions to also, and I'm about my mention and you'll be more into the side of the Manchester United. Chelsea for the debut. Because of that, this whole week there has been a serious tussle. The really is closing at 30 million, and there have been huge tussle between Chelsea and Manchester United for Liam Delap. Of course, on the other side, there is still the fact that Chelsea want a branch friend Rodrigo Goes. Rodrigo Goes, they really like him. They believe that Rodrigo Goes can be a very, very good difference maker. Our Chelsea team into a bar. They are going to be excited to get a branch friend Rodrigo Goes over there. Still, Madrid wants to be qualified. Hey, yo, I mean it's Madrid. Was Vinicius Junior say? No excuses, bad game. We must improve and fight at the Bernabeu. Magic things already happened at our home. We can do it again. Consana, Vini Junior Eka, Napoli for one say, Omoyenya Brentford and Alejandro Garnacho in January. Then they will do the deal possibly in the summer of the try. So maybe we deal for 50 million for Brentford. Your friend Alejandro Garnacho over there. We'll wait to see how things will go. Yes, and then at Madrid, it has been clear by Papa, your friend Carlo Ancelotti, he is not going to stay on as FC Real Madrid manager next season. Any possible, he will stay on there. What is likely going to happen? And he said, Abantia, your friend Carlo Ancelotti, Papa, your friend Carlo Ancelotti, is going to move on, and Xabi Alonso may be the next manager. And then Fabrizio Romano, I say Xabi Alonso's favorite Real Madrid manager is open 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Real Madrid over there. And Luis, as he said, that is what's going to happen. Chelsea have several staff members who are at City and could use that to the advantage for Liam Delap. Gyökeres and Benjamin Sesko have also been tracked by Chelsea. But it looks as he said, Madrid new manager Abrantia your friend what's the name Abrantia your friend Jabi Alonso so I will Jumano I'm a team my friend FC Real Madrid for Javi Alonso party like him and they think say he will come in and go and get a job done. Like I said, 30 million for Liam Delap, a cheap Chelsea, Kenya Brantia, a friend of Liam Delap, a cheap 30 million. That's all we had the fast. Maybe I come out. I just said Mohamed Salah, so I extended the contract for team my friend Liverpool and then anything Liverpool. Come agreement in Liverpool to extend the contract and remain at Anfield. That will be some good news for Tima, your friend of SC Liverpool. Whilst Mendy and get ready for Arsenal return leg with Osimhen for 55 million, Liam Delap 30 million for 2 Abra. For 2 Abra, you have 10 Gravy and then Casatin Bia with Osimhen and Liam Delap, Embra, and Bia Kama. Salah close to new contracts or you can several times. Club was your confidence, Virgil van Dijk, and they extended the contract. That's a good one. I'm sure Liverpool are playing him like 400k a week for that to happen. Of course, Liverpool have to give him a lot of money for them to keep up Brantia, your friend Mohamed Salah. Important player for them. Guys, I have any ever enjoyed the cats and I see on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Now we have the man in the evening after Barca again. We'll come back with you with some more analysis. Until then, we'll take care. Bye bye.